Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You see by the title below, this is on episode 27 and 28. Obviously, as you guys, if you did not know before, I was pretty much like not feeling well all of last week, so I wasn't able to make any of the reviews. So I decided for this week to combine both last week's episode and this week's episode for review for every single one of the animes I normally review. So obviously that's why I'm doing episode 27 and 28 for this week. Now, how did I feel about both episodes? Obviously, one of the big things that have, come in these episodes is the new opening and the new ending. How did I feel about it? Honestly, the opening, it definitely is a lot different. It had a different feel than most opening songs. It had a definitely more like pop kind of feeling to it. And honestly, I'm okay with it. It's not the best opening. The song is okay. The visuals are pretty interesting to say the least. It definitely matched the song. But in my opinion, I think the last opening song was way better than this one. That's just how I feel. I think this one is not horrible, but I think that the last one is way 10 times better than this one. This one was okay, but not like the most likable thing. Now, from watching it the first time on episode 27 to, of course, watching it in 28, I definitely say I liked it a little bit better. I'm guessing it's growing on me kind of thing, but I still feel that the last opening was better. And that's pretty much how I feel the same way about the ending. The ending was okay. I like the last ending better as well, but they're both okay. They're both okay at new additions to, of course, the anime. It does feel weird. I felt that it was weird when someone already mentioned that there was going to be a new opening and ending coming soon. It's just like normally when you have a new opening and ending, it's for a new arc. So it just kind of feels weird that they're placing it now here, and it still seems like there's going to be more stuff to happen in this arc. It's not going to end anytime soon. We got several more episodes that it feels like this arc is going to be going for. So I'm not really sure why they decided to make the opening and ending now and not at the beginning of this whole new anime original arc. I'm not too sure why they did that, but it's kind of weird in my opinion. But other than the opening and ending, how did I feel about these episodes? Episode 27, I actually liked. I'm not going to lie. It was definitely a refreshing episode considering everything before that, like I've been saying for the anime original arc so far, has been pretty much the same old, and it honestly was getting kind of boring to me. I was honestly disliking watching this anime, not really excited for anything, but this episode, and I heard a lot about this in the forums that a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this was probably the best filler episode. This is the best filler episode." But guys, someone has told me that this is actually from the manga. This stuff that happens with Mayura and Shimon, that's supposed to happen. All these stuff is actually from the manga. So it's pretty interesting to watch and see that different perspective kind of thing instead of having from Rokudo and Benio and the same old. We have a little new refreshing take with Shimon and Mayura, and it was nice. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Definitely, it's seeing a different side, because honestly before I didn't really care too much for Shimon. I like him a lot better now in this episode. He's definitely showed he's kind of just like Rokudo in the way that he wants to be the strongest. He shows that he's just like obviously Seigen, and in the way that he teaches, and he sees himself in Mayura in the reasoning behind why she wants to become stronger. We get to see some flashbacks and see why Shimon became who he is today. It's because he wanted to become stronger to protect the people he cares about. And also we see him getting taught by Seigen, and we kind of see why he regards Seigen as this super cool guy. He even see him a total different side of him. Normally, Shimon is kind of an arrogant kind of guy. He thinks he's better than everyone. But this one, he's getting complimented by Seigen, and he's blushing and stuff. It was pretty funny. And there was also a couple other funny parts when obviously Mayura walking in on him butt ass naked. She's like, "Could you close the door already?" And I'm thinking, okay, it's just his normal self. She closed the door, and all of a sudden he's like, she saw me on the ground, what the hell? It was just funny to see, and countless other times him blushing around her as well. And you definitely see that a new ship has formed. I'm not too sure, if this is a shipping that happens actually in the manga already. if it's progressed a lot more, obviously don't spoil that for me, but I could definitely see the starting of a shipping now. I could definitely see that we will no longer have this love triangle thing with Mayura still having feelings for Rokudo, when it looks like it's a possibility that I definitely ship Mayura and Shimon a lot now. It's definitely pretty interesting to see that kind of, it's just like a different view than we've normally been seeing. That's why I feel it's so much more refreshing. That's why I enjoy this episode, because it's not the same as this, things that we've been having for the past like several episodes. That's been countless, the same thing, same thing, same thing. It was nice to see some progress with Mayura. It was nice to see, some info on Shimon and see the shipping grow more and more, kind of thing. It was honestly a nice episode. I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, so that's how I felt about episode 27. How did I feel about episode 28 now? Now that we are back with Rokudo and Benio, bunch of cute moments with Rokudo and Benio and Sai as well. Also, there is some type of thing going on that Arima has some type of plan. We see the reasoning why these dragon spots are being created. There's like damage to whatever that thing was over there, and obviously everything has to point to Sai. Arima wants them to bring Sai to him in Kyoto. Reasoning why, I'm not too sure yet, but we do get to see more of Sai's powers in this episode. We get to see her protect, Benio once again. This bullcrap thing where they're like, okay, Sai, stay in the car, and Kanako is like, possesses the car, just lock the damn door. But guess what? Somehow Sai escapes again. Like right when I saw them like stay in the car, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have another moment where Sai ends up leaving the car again, and then just like last time, she comes to protect them. It's pretty much the exact same thing. But yeah, another Basara up here. So at first it seemed like, oh my gosh, we're going back to the same old crap, that I've been kind of, before. I enjoyed the first time. It was not like super enjoyable, but it was like, okay, this is interesting, this is pretty cool. But everything's going the same, that it gets kind of boring and repetitive after a while. That's why when I saw this, after having that refreshing episode of 27, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to go back to this again. Seeing them get their asses kicked, Sai comes along, protects them somehow, and then they maybe somehow destroy this guy out of nowhere, No, that ends up not happening this time, because yes, like normal, we see another Exorcist, one of the 12 Guardians come, but this time we finally get introduced to someone that actually, in my opinion, feels like, whoa, this is an introduction. We get to see the strongest Exorcist, the strongest of the 12 Guardians appear. Tenma, I think was his name, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was a girl, not gonna lie, but holy crap, this guy is OP. He literally comes along, gets the guy to back off, start shooting at him because of his hospitality thing. He's just like letting him fly past him, and when it comes at him, he just blocks. Dude comes down thinking he's gonna fight him. He just like slashes one time, cuts straight through the whole area, through a damn mountain. It just goes through, and then he of course just cuts in half, and boom, he's dead. And this is actually the first time we've actually seen, I think, if I remember right, a Basara actually be exorcised. This is the first time, I think. So it's pretty crazy to see that, because Basaras are usually super OP. The ones that we've seen so far in this arc, none of them have been exorcised. They've been they've gone back to Magano, because obviously the dragon spot's been taken out. So that's pretty much that, and you just see him come along, slash one time, cut through a damn the whole terrain in the mountain behind him, and then the dude just slash in half and get exercised. It was pretty damn crazy, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty much the end of the episode. We also see how much more of a badass he is, because he ends up saying, oh, I forgot my talismans, what I'm gonna do to take out to close up this dragon spot, to which of course they did say that this dragon spot is a lot bigger than normal, so it's gonna take a lot more power. And he just yells, stop, and then all of a sudden his power blasts the thing and destroys it, and there goes the dragon spot. Like, holy crap, how strong is this guy? He seems really OP. Just send him everywhere. We don't need anyone else. You don't need the twin stars. You don't need their baby or whatever. You have this guy. This guy's OP as fuck. That's the only thing. That's the whole thing I was thinking that whole time he appeared. Like, holy crap. Seriously, even though it started off being like the same old kind of stuff, I enjoyed it for the fact that it got pretty damn intense, and this guy coming in definitely hypes me up for what's to come with him being so OP. Plus, there's still the whole thing with showing that looks like the plot is moving forward now that Sai is going to be going to Kyoto, not just because of what we're going to find out with Arima's plan and the whole thing with what the damages are done over there, but also because this is the whole thing with Sai saying that's her home. We get to finally maybe see her connection, see who she is, what she is, where does she come from. All these questions may finally be answered in this next episode, or at least the next coming episode. So that definitely does excite me for what's to come, and see how maybe finally this arc will, get a lot better now that things are coming to, this is where everything comes to fruition towards the end of this. So I'm definitely excited for that. Definitely enjoyed seeing episode 27. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely a refreshing episode. Episode 28 started off kind of like same old. So at first I was like, it's just going to end the same way. But we get a little bit more answers and things lean up to where the point where things may get pretty damn crazy. Plus, we get the introduction of the strongest exorcist, Tenma. And can I say I was impressed? Yeah, I was impressed. It was pretty awesome to see him come in and just one slash the guy. One hit KO, that guy is gone. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the next episode. So that's how I felt about episode 27 and 28. 27, refreshing new episode. 28, cool because things are starting to move forward. Plus, we finally do get to see, the introduction of this super badass OP character. Opening was okay. Ending was okay. But yeah, I'm hopeful for the next episodes. I honestly, after seeing these last two episodes, 27 being refreshing, like I keep saying, and 28 being, things are finally starting to move forward, and we get a cool new character, is definitely got me thinking that, hopeful that, the next episodes will be pretty damn badass as well. So yeah, that's all we can do is hope and wait for the next episode, guys. So hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy the video, like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next week's episode, see ya.